Hello everyone, this is Kevin, your Aptopreneur, and yes, I've got the beanie out again. I just kind of figure once in a while we need to kind of do it just to, shake things up a little bit. Some people keep asking me what the story behind the beanie is. You know what? If we get to 1,000 subscribers, maybe I'll tell you. I don't know. It's not quite as interesting as you probably think, but, you know, goals. Why not? So anyway, today we're going to talk about GrubHub because GrubHub has announced a new set of changes to the payments. In a way that means you could potentially earn more money based on miles, but you are guaranteed a certain amount, whether whether you hit these goals or not. Now here's the thing. I'm not 100% familiar with what the rates were before because my driving with GrubHub has been very, very spotty lately, I have to admit. But according to Pamela Lug, I don't know how to. And anyway, she sent an email, and you probably got this email, but I've got it, I've got it on the side, as you can see. And it says, "Thank you for continuing to partner with GrubHub. Below are the details of the payment terms offered to you. We recommend reading this email thoroughly. There's a lot of juicy, important information here, and I am messing this up completely. I cannot wait to read the troll's comments. Your new fee offer will be effective for blocks picked up starting 2/13/2017. What is your pay? You'll be paid $3.25 plus 50 cents per mile plus 100% of your tips for every order you deliver. If you make less than $10.50 per hour on any given day, GrubHub will contribute pay so that you receive a minimum of $10.50 per hour. You must accept 85% or more of the trips offered to you that day to receive this contribution. What else do you need to know? The payment terms offered to you may change from time to time, and GrubHub will notify you when that happens. Each time you sign up for blocks in When I Work, you are accepting the most recent payment terms that have been offered to you. When a new offer has been made, sorry, got a little itch there, the payment terms outlined in this email will expire. It's your responsibility to check your email and to update us if your email address changes so that you know the current payment terms. Your pay will be deposited weekly, although I want to add, you can use GrubHub with daily pay. How is your mileage calculated for the per mile fee? The per mile fee will be paid based on the straight line distance between the restaurant and the diner. The particular route taken will not be considered. So basically, whatever the app says, this is the route we choose, that's the route they're going to pay you on. So if you go around it, whether because you have no choice to do it or because you think you're going to try to get a few more miles out of the gig, that's not going to work. For a trip involving multiple orders, the per mile fee will be based on the sum of the straight line distance between the restaurant and each diner to the order. For example, from the restaurant to the first diner, from the restaurant to the second diner, and so on. What other nitty-gritty details do you need to know? You must comply with the terms in your delivery partner agreement to receive these payment terms and your pay. These payment terms will also expire if you or GrubHub terminates your delivery partner agreement. So, those are the new terms. Now, of course, $3.25 as a base pay is definitely lower than all the other apps. I'm not going to lie. However, what they've essentially done now is they've opened up anywhere. So, by having such a low base pay and then having 50-cent increments on miles, what I think they're hoping is that some customers will buy from restaurants maybe 10 miles away, and that's where you would make more money. And of course, you still get your tips. So, as it stands now, GrubHub and Postmates do a base pay plus per mile wage, but they don't tell you up front what your tips are going to be or how many miles it's going to be up front. DoorDash tells you exactly how far you're going to be, but they don't tell you what your tip is going to be, and it's a flat $5, whether it be 2 miles or 15 miles, which is definitely becoming a problem. Then you have Caviar, which kind of does this both, but it tells you up front how much you're going to pay in terms of the delivery fee and the tip right on the get-go. So I would personally hope that Caviar would keep expanding, but I know Caviar is expanding the slowest. At the moment, GrubHub and LA Byte to a somewhat lesser extent, they're the same company essentially, but they're different services for some reason. They're the ones that this is the one that it applies to. And I think at the moment you could, in theory, potentially make more money with GrubHub and Caviar. After that, DoorDash, last Postmates. Yeah, so those are the new rates. And if you haven't got the email, I've got it up so you can read it as much as you want. But familiarize yourself with it because it might be important. So, what about you guys? Like, what do you think of these changes? I'd like to know. Comment below. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.